What's up, guys? Today I find myself somewhere that I was not expecting to be all year round, but I am here at Busch Gardens Tampa. Had an unexpected opportunity to come to Tampa for a few days, so here I am. Got a few new credits to do here, Kobo's Curse and Tigress, which just opened up this year, so definitely want to give those two a shot. And get on some old favorites of mine, like Cheeta Hunt. I know I love that ride to death when I rode it here, but I only got to ride it once, because it was like a 2-hour wait when I was here last, so hopefully it's not too long today, but let's go in and let's get on some rides. So here's one thing I was very excited to see for myself is some progress on Iron Gwazi. This overbank turn looks super crazy awesome. I'm definitely coming back next year to ride this ride. And this, like, what kind of barrel roll is that? That looks so awesome. And there's a new support beam for the lift hill. Alright, I'm in line for Sheikra now. This is pretty much the same exact thing as Griffin, -1 Immelman. But let's give it a shot. I love dive coasters.
Always give me that extra, see if I can get it. Oh man! Oh man! Go!
Alright, so Sheikra was a lot of fun, really. Very similar layout to Griffin at Williamsburg, only -1 Immelman. So instead of an Immelman, you get this little overbank right here. It was still pretty fun, though. And you have 2 tunnels in this one, as compared to 1 on Griffin. I think this one only had 8 in a row instead of 10. They're only running 1 train right now, and I'm seeing that on a lot of the coasters here. Then again, the crowds are pretty light today, but overall, an awesome coaster. I will probably do this at least one more time today, but got plenty more to do today, so I'm going to see what Tigress looks like, so let's head that way next. So literally my only complaint about Sheikra was this part right here, right after the water splash section. It has a pretty significant rattle, but I did notice going to this other clip here that there's a lot of like rust or some kind of mildew material on it. Probably from the splash zone. I imagine just from all the moisture coming from there to there. But other than that, super solid ride.
This is why.
That always gets me. There we go. Love it. Love it. Anytime. Tigress is pretty fun. Did front row and back row on it. I mean, it's the same exact thing as Tempesto. It's a Skyrocket 2 model. It's the Vekoma Boomerang of today's age, pretty much. But still a very fun model, though. Front row's a lot more forceful, like especially on the very top part of the first part, right there. You really get whipped, but it's very fun, though. And I love the hang time that you get, of course, on the 0G roll at the top. Awesome ride. I think Kuma's close by, so let's go to Kuma next. So as you all know, I'm a Marylander. It is November, so it's just very off-putting to see a log flume in November. It is pretty warm out, but I don't think I'll be doing this today. At one point, that was the biggest loop in the world, but it's not now. I did the Kumbo 3 times. I did it like front row, fourth row I think, and then back row. I mean, it is an older BM. It has that glorious B&M roar, which I love that, even though my ears are kind of ringing now from it, but that's the beauty of it though. Pretty forceful and a little bit of a rattle, but not that bad at all. This helix right here, very forceful. I was very thrown off by that, but overall, awesome ride. Especially given its age though, it's aged wonderfully. I completely forgot about this ride. A good old Schwarzkopf. Let's go on it. Why not? Let's see how this compares to Super Duper Duper. Alright, Scorpion was a pretty fun little ride. It was a little bit forceful, especially on some of the helix. Packed a little bit of a punch to it. Nothing too crazy though. If I were to compare this Schwarzkopf compared to Super Duper Looper, I would still choose Super Duper Looper, mostly for nostalgia reasons, and it's a lot smoother too. This one was a little bit janky. It has the original Schwarzkopf trains on it, but it's cool that it has it though. The knee pads, I'm glad that they have that. Otherwise, your knees would be wrecked. Okay. I guess I gotta live by my motto for the summer of going beyond my comfort zone. First of all, I don't like free fall as much, and Falcon's Fury, it like holds you like facing down when you drop. That looks terrifying. Ugh. Well, I gotta do it. Let's go on Falcon's Fury. Well, these are my life choices. Here I am now. Okay, that's cool. That's totally fine. That's totally cool. Oh my god. That is crazy. Holy crap. Well, I'm like shaking from that. That was unlike anything I've ever done in my life. That was extreme. Like, whoever thought of the concept of a free fall, but you're facing vertically down? That was just insane. Wow. Well, this is why I live by my motto of going out of my comfort zone, because I get so nervous before doing it, but then after I do it, I'm just like so happy I did it. I actually did it twice, so I can do a forward facing and a front facing POV on it. I might do this again later because that was just something else. That was so awesome. I think Cheeta Hunt is not too far away, and then Montu as well, so let's go on those two next. On second thought, I don't think I rode this last time. It's just a wild mouse, but hey, a credit is a credit. I'm gonna go for it. One more credit to add to the books. By far the most extreme ride of the day. No doubt about it. Whoa. Of course I got that thing. And slide to the left. Okay, big turn down, big turn down. No way time. Probably the most underwhelming wild mouse model I've ever been on. But hey, credit's a credit. You guys hear that? I'm not just hearing that, right? Well, if you insist. I couldn't resist it. The voices in my head were saying do it again. Why not? No regrets. Alright, let's head towards Cheeta Hunt and Montu and just that area. Let's go. I just turned a corner and there's an elephant. Out of nowhere. That's amazing. And there's another one. I got 2 elephants. 2 more down that way too. It's like dancing to the music. That was crazy. I just turned a corner, then there's like a whole herd of elephants there. I could just stand there for hours and watch them. This is such beautiful animals. I really like that they have that here. That's awesome. Alright, I found myself next to Cheeta Hunt, so let's do it a few times. Alright, so I just did Cheeta Hunt 3 times. It was a very fun ride, but it's not as forceful as I remember it being. I really feel like this is more of a GP-friendly coaster. Not that that's a bad thing or anything. I mean, I always put this as the park's equivalent to Fair Bolton at Williamsburg. I mean, it has a few forceful moments, but I personally don't really too care how forceful a coaster is. My only complaint about it, it just seems to meander around, and that's kind of all it does. Other than the few launches, and there's a barrel roll, and then that cool helixes up in the air. Overall, it's a really fun ride, but I just feel like it kind of meanders a little bit too much. Just for my own personal liking, but still a very fun coaster. I mean, I did it 3 times, so obviously I liked it. Alright, I think off to Montu next. Let's go.